welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vern.
I'm Vic. Welcome to our Lions sneak peek for the URC season 2025-2026.
Aye.
Yeah, long worded introduction there.
Yeah, man, it's lacking, man. I can't wait. Friday it all starts. Vic.
Yeah, but I'm still a little bit. How do you say? Dear Makar, because we're not going to see the top teams from the South African four because they're all playing.
I wouldn't say dear McCall. I would say pissed.
I can't understand. I can't understand World Rugby.
No.
I mean, before we get into... it's the same as putting the Women's Rugby World Cup final at the exact fucking same starting time as the Springboks against Argentina. We will do both at the same time, but that is just stupidity. One could have been at 8 o'clock and one could have been at 5 o'clock.
Don't get me started.
Why wouldn't the Women's Rugby World Cup at 8 o'clock prime time?
I'll put it the third game on the Saturday and the final on the Sunday.
Something like that, because on Sunday there will be no URC, there's nothing playing. You'd have prime thing, everybody be watching. But no,
never mind.
They're not that intelligent, those boys.
They're not.
But let's get into the Lions. Look, the Lions, it's going to be their sixth season now in the...
Never made the playoffs.
Never made the playoffs, man. Boom.
Last year was tight, though. Come on.
Look.
They had a great start to the season.
I think they had the same problem this year as they had last year.
They don't have the depth.
They don't have the depth going into the last part of the season.
Yeah.
The only thing that was always going for them was that when everybody else was sending people to the internationals and having breaks, they didn't have to send so many.
No.
But come down to the last 5-6 games where they've got to play their best players 5 weeks in a row. The others can still change. The Bulls, the Lions, the Bulls, the Sharks, Leinster, they can all, they've all got double the squad.
Yeah. But, yeah. Well, let's take a look what the ins and outs on.
Hi, Eddie.
Keegan Mayers is in the house. Blinder. First of all, now let's get into the coach, because the coach has got a lot to do after that Currie Cup final.
Yes, I feel for old Ivan van Rooyen. Look, they were the Haas favourites. They were the bookies' favourites. They were everybody's fucking favourites to win it. The only people that didn't think they were going to win were the Griquas.
Most probably, yes.
Look, you made...
I wanted the Griquas
You did it live, right?
Yeah.
And you took down all the tips.
Oh.
Who tipped for the Griquas? Maybe 1 or 2 out of 100.
There were a couple of the Griquas, because I also wanted the Griquas to win.
Yeah, what I want and what I tip is two different things.
I tipped a 30-point win, or 20 or 30-point win for the Lions, and it should have been a 30-point
I want Australia on the weekend to destroy New Zealand, but I'm tipping a draw, because that's what I really want. I really, really, really want.
No, but he's got a big job to build the boys back up.
But he did a good season. He's a good coach.
He had a good season last year.
He just doesn't... Look, I would like him at my Sharks. And give him the Sharks squad and see what he does.
I would say yes.
Because,
Dumtree's Dumtree.
Yeah, but that's a different story. We'll talk about them tomorrow.
Okay, let's get into which players have come in and out, Vic.
All right, so let's have a look here. So let's say who's left.
Not many.
Edwin van der Merwe to the Sharks.
That's a big loss.
That's a massive loss. He is now coming into his own. I think he's made another, since last season and now during his Springbok time, he's made a big jump.
Played well.
Injured at the moment.
Yeah.
But, And then Marius Lowe, he's gone to the other Sharks, to the Guppy Sharks, the Sale Sharks.
They're in England. But only two players out of it, so that's not too bad for the Lions. Let's see what players came in there, Vic.
All right, so I want to take off my glass. I can read it better.
Okay, do that.
So they got Dylan Slowblom.
Yeah, he's a lock. Had a fantastic season in the Currie Cup.
He won the Currie Cup with the Griquas.
No. He played last season for the Griquas. He played this season for the Lions.
Ah, okay.
He came after the URC season last year. He came to the Lions for the start of the Currie Cup season. He had a fantastic season with the Lions. He was in the team of the year, which I put him in there.
But
there were no Sharks there. Never mind about that.
There you go.
There were no Western Province players either. Never mind. But he had a fantastic Currie Cup season. I'm really looking forward to see how he plays in the URC.
Then a man that's coming from France, Chris Smith.
He had a good season as well in the Currie Cup.
But he's injured already.
He had a concussion in the final, man. Okay. He got knocked there, man. So
then we have Edwin Cater. He come in from the Sharks.
Yeah, I haven't seen him this year. And he's not in the team as well.
He's a good winger.
We'll see, man. Sharks players are
Angelo Davis from your Stormers.
Mustard. No, he's not. He had a decent, good semi-final in the Currie Cup there for the Lions. He's a good player as well.
The man I am looking forward to the most, Hassan Peed.
coming up from the academy, the scrum half, U20 world
I
champion.
mean, he's going to get a few opportunities now because Morne van der Berg is still with the Springboks. So he must probably get a few chances here.
I hope he does. He didn't get a chance in the Currie Cup final, though. They didn't let play him there, which I thought was crap. But I hope he gets a couple of run-outs there in the URC just to show everybody what he can do. That's fantastic.
Look, they finished 11th last season, right? The Lions. They finished 11th last season.
Well,
Oh, somebody went to the...
nice.
So, they're 11th last year. They've never made the playoffs. Let's have a look at their fixtures first before we get into the key players that we think are the key players. So this is their lineup for this year. So they are traveling to Cardiff on day one.
Cardiff is...
I think that's an evenly matched game because I don't think...
But Cardiff did make the playoffs last year as well. I think Cardiff is the toughest Welsh team.
Is there anything tough about Welsh? Maybe the Welsh stew or the Welsh rabbit could be a little bit tight on your teeth.
Yeah.
But there's nothing tough about Wales.
They could win that one. They could win that one.
I mean, they got 3 away games to start off with. Then they go to Tebre Palma.
Yeah.
And then they go to the other, to Benetton. I mean, those are the ones we should actually try to go have a look at if we can get one of those games. That could be quite nice. Because that's not a far trip. But that's a tougher road schedule for them.
I think it's not that tough.
I think they'll get... I'm going 2-1.
2 wins and 1 loss.
I don't know which one's going to win, but I think they get 2 wins and 1 loss.
I think so.
They need that to start. They can't go 0-3 because then it's done for them. Because they will fall off again at the end of the season.
I think
they got to make hay while the sun is shining.
Yeah, I think so too. 2-1 sounds good for me. Yeah. So where do you see the Lions ending up?
I'm Mr. Positive. So I'm going 8th this year. They're making the playoffs. I'm saying 8th. They're going to sneak in this year because, let's be honest, the Welsh teams are cuck. The Italian teams, I don't think that's strong. I don't know. Look, we don't know what Benetton and then
we have to check out what they have to,
so that's 5 teams that can leave behind them.
I'm saying
I think they're going to be the 3rd best South African team.
Are you shitting me?
Yes.
I say they come 11th or 12th again.
Okay, you think 11 and 12. So that's their lineup. But who do we look at when we look at the Lions? Who are their key players?
Okay, let's run through the squad. I'll run through the squad
and we'll mention them.
At the prop position, we have Asanati Labakane there, Juan Skuman, RF Skuman, Seb Lombard, and of course you can also play SJ Kotze there as well, who plays hooker.
He actually didn't play badly in the Currie Cup.
They didn't play badly in the Currie Cup either, but Labakane.
So I'll add him as one of our boys there. So we'll put him out there. He's big. He just covers me, man.
He covers you. Then we get into the hookers. We got Franco Murray, Morne Brandon, PJ Buerta.
PW Buerta? No, but he's really old.
No, PJ Buerta's there on the hooker position. And I said SJ Kotze can also play that position. Hookers, not too bad, I must say. Really not too bad. We're going to the locks. We've got Darren Landsberg, Dylan Somblom, Etienne Osterhuizen, Rooyen Venter, and Siba Kwoma. Kwoma is injured at the moment. That he didn't travel with the squad to Europe. Dylan Somblom is magic, man. We'll see what he does in the.
Yeah, well, Currie Cup is not URC.
Currie Cup is definitely. We saw exactly what happened when the URC players started playing for that team.
Yeah, so they should change.
Then we go for the back row. There we have Frankie Horn, the captain, Jared Carnes, JC Peturius.
Yeah, I think.
Put out JC. He's one of my favorite players.
Because we're naming 3 of the forwards that we like the best, right?
Yes, I personally love JC.
It's going to be major for them.
Major. Renzo Duplessis, put him up there because Renzo is mustard. And then we still have Ruan Delport and WJ Steenkamp. But I think those 3, JC was injured. Didn't travel now to Europe as well.
Okay.
But he could be... he could be really influential when as long as the season goes on, man. Okay. He'll be back from injury.
Is Labakane going? Is he up?
Yeah, he's up.
Oh, that's good.
I can tell you afterwards which players are in that
so let's
squad.
go into the backs.
The backs, let's go in there with the scrum halves. I mean, you do have Morne van der Berg, Hassim Pede, and Nico Steyn. I mean, Nico Steyn had a magical Currie Cup, but as we said, it's Currie Cup.
I think Nico Steyn obviously will start the first one.
Of course,
and I think
because
Hassan will be on the bench because you do need a second scrum.
a second
So
scrum
this is
half.
a good opportunity for Hassan Pede.
Yes, and we really enjoyed the way he played.
I mean, look, we saw how he played at the World Cup.
Unbelievable, man. And he played well in the Curry Cup as well. I mean, really, he did. I'm really looking forward to seeing Hassan Pede play, man. He's must.
Nice.
Then we go to the fly-offs. Chris Smith, of course, he is injured there. Lubabelo Dobela, there he played the rest of the game in the Curry Cup there, and Sam Francis there on the fly-off position.
So we got Morne van der Berg.
We got Morne.
I forgot to put our Morne there.
We forgot to put our Morne.
So he's one of our top 3 for the.
I think they are a bit.
They're a bit light on the centres and wingers in my eyes.
Yeah. What happened to Johnny Lombardi or what? Lombardo.
He's gone off to.
I don't know where he is.
I think he's also gone off to Japan.
I didn't see him anywhere.
I didn't
see him anywhere.
Yeah.
But then, of course, we have the centres. We have Henko van Beek, which is absolutely mustard player. Manuel Ras, Reinhard Jonker, put him up there.
Yeah, Reinhard. I think
Reinhard had an absolute screamer.
Going to be major influential this season.
Those 3, and of course, you still have Richard Creel. They put him here at fullback, but he is actually a centre. Richard Creel can play anything.
He's from 11 to 15. He's very flexible.
Very flexible there for him. And then, of course, on the wing, we have Angela Davis and Edward Keita for the wings. But Richard Creel can also play wing, like I said, as well. So can Henko van Beek if he really needs to. And then, of course, we do have the fullbacks. We have Kieran Horn, put him up there. I thought he had an absolute screamer of a season.
I'm actually very surprised we haven't seen him more as a Springbok. But which was the player that Hamish mentioned that there's some issue in the background?
That's Evan Roos.
Is that Evan Roos?
That's Evan Roos. We'll just discuss that when we do the Stormers.
The Stormers, yes.
Yeah, Rusty and something like that happened there. Something happened there. But we have Kieran
Horn is going to the Bulls. When? This season or next season?
Yeah, well, so far he's on the plane to Europe, so I don't know how far he's going there. Richard Creel can also play the fullback, and Tapiwa Mufara is also there on the wing. The young Zimbabwean is on there as well. So that is the team there. Like I said, I don't know where Johnny Lombardo is, man. There's
no information out there.
No, none whatsoever. I'm going to check quickly the lineup that they're sending now to Europe quickly.
We'll check the European lineup. Well, tell us, okay?
He's not in the team.
He's not on this team.
He's not in on the thing. Nothing. He's just disappeared.
But Quan Horn is. So Quan Horn is. If he's going to, he's kind of like.
He's on the plane, man.
He's like what's the guy that's going to the Stormers? The big boy from the Bulls, Will Colo.
Yeah, but only
goes next. I think it's only Quan Horn. Only goes next year to the Bulls. Yeah.
But it's a decent Lions side.
Look, I'm hoping.
Oh, of course.
I'm hoping that. I want my prediction from last year to happen this year. I still want all 4 South African teams in the URC.
That's a tough
one. But you know that fucking crazy rule that they have, right?
Yes. That one
of Ireland, one of Wales, one of Scotland, and one of Italy have to be in the playoffs.
So Italy play with Scotland together.
Yes, in that group. Yes, so one of those got to be in. I don't know
what they're going to do next year when the Welsh go down to 2 teams, but we will see.
Listen here. The Welsh can go down to 0.
We bring that Griquas up to the URC. That would be excellent, man.
Can you imagine the Bulan Cavaliers?
That would be
nice. That would be beautiful, man.
No, but that is our Lions.
Or the Griquas Cavaliers. Yeah, just
like that.
Merge, man.
Merge.
But no, the Lions, I'm going top 8 this year. I think 8th.
I think they just don't make the playoffs.
You think like 9 to 12 is that more your tip?
That's more my tip.
You're more like 11, 12 than 9 and 10.
That's what I did put on the poll on the side there. I did put 9 to 12. That is my tip for the Lions. But I hope, of course, we support all the teams. As you can see, we've got the colours on.
And don't forget, all 4 URC games this weekend,
live.
Of all 4 South African teams live. Of course, we're going to have the Rugby Championship, both games, and the Rugby Women's World Cup. So 7 rugby games this weekend.
Crazy stuff on the channel, man.
Yes, and then the minute the NPC final is on, I'm going to do the NPC final.
We must do the NPC finals too, man.
You're still hoping for Bay of Plenty, I know.
Bay of Plenty, man.
But the Lions, I just like the Lions setup because I felt for them in the Curry Cup final. But I was very happy for Griquas. 55 years.
It's hard.
The last time the Griquas won was 4 months before I was born.
Yeah.
Somehow, my birth and the Griquas being cut for 55 coincided.
Yeah, but now I was happy for that. But it was hard because the referee blew the whistle. They had the penalty.
Who was in
They thought they won it already. And then the TMA came. That was hard, man.
You know what that reminded me of?
No.
FC Schalke against Bayern Munich, where they thought they'd won it, And then Bayern got that free kick in the 93rd minute, and they scored.
Yeah.
That it's like Man United with Man City there when old fucking Aguero. But no, I felt for the Lions, and that's why I think the coach. Let me put him out there one more time.
Even Van Rooyen.
Van Rooyen, there you go. Put him out there. I think he's got a big job in his hands to lift this team.
Massive job.
Because I think that is not just a punch in the gut. That's a scop in the balls.
That's a big scope in the ball.
That to lose like that. I mean, there's very few teams in world sports that lose like that. Bayern Munich to Man United. That's the one where your nuts hurt for about 6 weeks afterwards. You know?
The Lions won a Currie Cup 11 times, the Greek Cup 4 times. So, hey,
Yeah, but it's what have you done for me lately?
the Lions have got last 2 years not doing. But listen, we all hope that the Lions do make it. We wish them all the best. So join us at the Lions play on Saturday, I think it is, huh? That's the late game.
Yes, it's the Stormers and the Sharks on Friday.
Yeah.
And the Lions.
The Bulls is the early game.
And the Lions are the late game.
The Lions are the late game.
So we'll be live for all those games. Join us. To everybody that's a Lions supporter, we wish you the best of luck.
And of course, you guys can put in your predictions where the Lions end up in the comments.
Yeah, there you
Do
go.
that. Put in the comments. Did Vic and I talk some shit? Put it in the comments. Most probably. Let us know what you guys think of our sneak peek of the Lions.
And don't forget, we are 43 subscriptions away from 92,000. So keep on liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification button. And join us at 5 o'clock Central European Time. That's in 45 minutes for our Premier League prediction show for week 6. And at 6 o'clock, join us for the Stormers.
The mighty Stormers. The mighty Stormers.
Or what I would call the toilet paper brigade because of that logo.
So bad.
It's so bad, but join us for that. That's at 6 o'clock Central European Time. We're going to have a lot of fun. So on the top of every hour now, we're going to have a show.
Yeah, it's great.
Not the whole day through.
Not the whole day through.
But it's going to be fun. So you guys, thanks a lot.
Lions 10th, says Eddie. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
But put it in the comments so we can check it out, guys. Have a fantastic evening and join us later, man.
Ciao, ciao, guys.
Cheers.
And go Lions.
Go Lions.